Hey there, sweetness, how goes it? I do hope that it goes well. Quick name of the game, if there's anything that is connective to this collective, that's beautiful, and I invite you to take that shit with you. If, however, nothing here resonates, that's alright. You just leave it right where you fucking found it. It's probably a piece of information that was meant for somebody else in the collective. And you should never take something off the table, or in general, that does not belong to you. Please keep in mind that time may be fluid as well as energy, and let's get into it, shall we? Yes. Yes, we fucking shall. What are we getting into? All signs, collective messages. Welcome home, homies. Please do the tribe a favor. Make sure you get those likes up on your way in. And as you can tell by the title, I was hearing twice on Tuesday. Twice on Tuesday. That can mean a lot of things. Let's find out together, shall we? Spirit of love, truth, grace, and guidance, please guide myself, guide these messages, guide this collective. Please guide us all, always, always. Thank you. One big stoner, excuse me, for any and all coughing. Alright, one more. There's been a lot of energy of aloneness, loneliness in the collective, in the air. Some people are struggling with that loneliness, and some are learning how to not struggle against it, but how to utilize it. We're going to start with the True Emotional deck. Messages for the collective, please. Messages for the homies. What do they need at this time? Someone's days feel long and their nights are getting cold, and it's because they were reckless with their choices. Most especially when it came to sexual choices, and intimate choices. Reckless. Whoever they are, their horns started showing when you saw them mad, but they were only mad because you could see them. Hello everyone, welcome home. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate if you guys get those likes up, tickle that thumb button. Just leave a little residue of your energy to say you were here. Side hustle in the reverse. Fake busy in the reverse. Salvaging the soul. Collective, you're not... Someone thinks that you're pretending to be busy or pretending like you just don't got time for their shit, but you're not pretending. You're not fake busy. You're salvaging your soul. And it ain't some fucking little tiny side hustle. It's your soul mission. You are your soul mission. Messages for the collective, please. What do the homies need to know at this time? Sweet talk. Fed up. A lot of you guys are absolutely fucking fed up with these people. I'm just gonna say people. With these people that have an affinity for whispering sweet nothings in your ear, and a bunch of bullshit in everybody else's ear about you. Something about guilt trips, fed up with guilt trips, something about a life that is so dull that it bleeds the color right out of you, your fucking soul, something that makes it some sort of, it's, connection, person, place, thing, whatever. There's a lack of you being able to feel chill, like just chill, calm, peaceful. And it's fed up. You fed up, no more. A lot of you have been manipulated. I'm seeing sex addiction. Well, you guys got sex addiction, but with this card, I literally just saw something. Um, Emotional rape. You guys ever heard that term? Emotional rape? Grape. Excuse me. I don't know what I'm allowed to say on Facebook or not, but it's, say you get into a relationship with someone, an intimate love relationship, and you say, these are your boundaries, this is what you're willing to accept, this is what you're not willing to accept, and they go behind your back and break all your, all your boundaries, all your things, and they come back and they pretend like, you know, they didn't do that. That's emotional assault, because they took what they wanted from you. It's hard to explain, but if you look it up, it's much easier to understand. A lot of you guys are done giving power to karmic ties. This. Messages for the collective, please. Anything else from this deck? Thank you. Twin flames, funeral, bad credit, debt, unemployed, and heartbreak. Someone came at you with this sweet talk and they're like, ooh, I love you. I love you. I love you. They assaulted your boundaries. They assaulted your emotions, your mental state. Trying to claim that or convince you that they were something they weren't. I'm getting convince you that you were something that you weren't. But there's a serious end being put to it. Someone sort of like accused you of lacking credibility. Maybe, excuse me, I don't know, something like you don't have the ability to, or necessarily, I mean, I guess everybody can if you look hard enough, but it's like, there are some things that you couldn't get on and go, I don't know, to a rent-a-center or a car place or, whatever, and rent these things like maybe you don't have the greatest credit in number score, so somebody tried to use that against you and be like you're less of a person because your credit score doesn't match this number. But there's something about this person that they lack complete and total fucking credibility. Like, nothing they say has any credit to it. Nothing they do has any credit to it. Maybe they have some money in the bank. Maybe they have a decent credit score. Maybe they have some stuff, but they lack credibility completely. Here on the 3D, in the fucking spiritual, they have no credibility. And there's something about that. They've never really had any credibility. They've never taken any. They've never owned up to anything. And they like to live off of and soak in other people's credibility. No matter what the expense to other people may be. They're fucked up. These people are tore down. And so they're trying to tear you down. And claim that you're the one tearing shit down, but you're not. You fucking fed up. And you're showing them. Alright, moving on. Messages for the collective, please. What do the homies need at this time? The song in the background, Honest Dave, he's like, oh me, oh my, I've been drinking half my life. And when he says that, these cards came out. Alright. Bewitched. You're under a spell. And the initiation, a sacred test. Some of you think that you have already wrecked your life. Or maybe people think this about you. It's like, some of you don't realize that, okay, so it's like a lot of you feel like you failed a lot of tests in your younger years in the first half of your life, and so the second half of your life ain't looking so great. But it's almost like failing those tests in the beginning, you fucking learned. You learned a whole lot of things in the process to retaking the test and getting a different score. And I don't mean necessarily a test, you know, book and pen, but life tests. I'm going to grab the book on this as well, and we're going to juice out as much information as we can. But I also was called to grab our Shanty numerology book, hand channeled by yours truly, a hand and heart channeled. You have 35 and 13. Let's take a look and see what these are coming to say. Oh, real quick though, the other part of what I was saying, it's almost like, so now the second half of your life, if you resonate with making a lot of crappy choices in the first half of your life, maybe you do have, you know, not a great uh, credit score, you know, in numbers, but it's like, that's literally a number that can change any day in many ways. But something about all the choices that you've made, they have helped you build up a personal, a spiritual, a fucking metaphysical credibility that can't be taken away from you and can't be damaged unless you let it. It can be given away. All right, 35 and 13. Some of you may be 35 years old. Some of you may be Scorpios. Something about being awake. Being awakened on every level, on any level, is a gift. That's your message from this book. Being awakened is a gift. Being awake is a gift, though it may feel like a fucking curse in this world. It's a gift. Alright, I'm gonna get the book that came with this deck. 35. The keywords are that you're under a spell, obsession, addiction, and conditioning. I just got a gross chill as soon as I said that, back to the true emotional deck when it was talking about the sex addiction, and it's like somebody wanted to condition you to deal with their addictions and just settle for it and live with it, when it's like you are in the process of healing your own, recovering from your own. You don't need the excess. Although for some of you, it's like you would kind of you would help others. You're just not going to take on their addictions and sit in them and be affected and destructed and deconstructed and dissected because this other person has an addiction. I don't know, something gross like that. My stomach literally just started rumbling at the thought of this. Somebody has literally, or plenty of people, I guess, have tried to condition you guys into dealing with their addictions, and or condition you into being addicted to them, condition you into being codependent, and then maybe even like berating you for it. Fucking gross. So it's funny, the Tarot Companion, this is a oracle deck, but the Tarot Companion is the devil. Now, I brought up Scorpio because that's, oh no, it's not the devil, that's the death card. Never mind. Deep, deep. Moving on. Temptation can feel a lot like being under a spell. You know you shouldn't do it, yet you can't help yourself. And you continue to make bad choices even when it doesn't feel good. You're ashamed, or you feel as though your power slips away with every act of self-sabotage. In a money reading, bewitched appears when you are too focused on material pursuits or get-rich-quick schemes. You may be sacrificing your beliefs to reach goals of a certain status or level of achievement. However, continuing to do so will come at great personal cost. Back to that, sucking away your personal credibility. And I'm not talking about your credit score. In a career reading, pulling this card is a clear sign that you're in a poor environment and giving far more than you're receiving. In a love reading, you may find yourself pursuing shallow people and relationships. It could be you have cut yourself off from discovering true, deep, meaningful connections, even though that is what you truly desire. And for some of you, you're like, I haven't done that. When you're holding on to people that are killing your credibility. In general, this card represents a victim mentality and a need to blame others for your choices. You can change things at any time you choose. but you have not taken responsibility for your role in your circumstances. I'm getting some of you have been darvoed. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Darvo. But for as much as there's an actual offender being offensive with that shit, could you admit to yourself that you keep letting them offend, re-offend, and re-offend you and your life and your light? You see that? Your light. On and on and on. The initiation, a sacred test. Also, I'm getting it for a lot of you. Your role in your circumstances is being a part of shitty environments and giving your all to try and brighten them up and change them, but you're the only one doing it. Something about things not being for you anymore. The gamble, being prepared to risk it all. Initiations have been used for thousands of years. They represent your willingness to be prepared to risk everything to obtain greatness, and they also challenge you to see if you're ready to embrace the path before you. They aren't meant to be easy or fun. They're a test of your character, your determination, and your courage, and of your ability to face and overcome unexpected challenges. You may throw your hat in the ring and fail despite how hard you've trained or prepared, but that is the gamble required. You are not guaranteed to win, but you are guaranteed to lose if you don't try. You are in a period of initiation, or will be soon. The universe is challenging you to see how well you handle your circumstances. Like finals in school, or an entrance exam, without even picking this book up, reading any of that. We've been talking about tests, exams, 22:44 on the timer. You must prove you are ready to embrace the bigger challenges that come with bigger goals. That hit so powerful right deep down in the gut. Some of you have been trying to prove. We were talking about this in a reading the other day. Or other people expect you to prove this, prove that, and it's like, ain't got nothing to prove. But you do. You have to prove that you're ready to embrace the bigger challenges that come with bigger goals. Your situation requires you to be calm, confident, logical, strategic, and to stand your ground in the face of adversity. The more positive side of this card is that an initiation means the end of one journey. Oh, all the bullshit that hit the table before, end of one journey. And better yet, the beginning of a new one. Many of your current obstacles are coming to an end. Therefore, this is also a card of hope. This is a piece of hope for you, homie. And it's a card of good things to come. Do you have hope for good things to come? Because that is a part of your preparation to be able to receive them, to be able to achieve them, retrieve them. Let's get some tarot on it. Messages for the collective, please. Messages for the homies. What do they need at this time? Thank you. Anything else? anything else. Nope. Okay. Ace of Stones, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Four of Stones, Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Pretty sure this deck doesn't come with reversals, but let's find out together. Okay. Ace of Stones. Pentacles are coins. The values here, happiness and prosperity. Stones represent the element of earth, matter, and material consciousness. The suit's highest values are material happiness and prosperity. Stones help you identify specific material or physical values, exerting influence upon your reading. I'm seeing jade. Someone wants you jaded, or they think that you are. Not anymore. Values that can be desirable or undesirable. These are those exerting influences. The Ace of Stones depicts a sacred megalith like those found in Stone Age circles located in many parts of the world. The Ace of Stones reaches into the morning sky, warmed by brushes of soft sunlight, heralding the beginning of a new day or a cycle. This sacred stone appears as an outcrop on a hillock covered by lush spring flora. Put it upright for you for a moment. It's a scene bristling with the energies of fresh beginnings and the promises of endless possibilities. In your reading, this very positive, affirming card indicates abundance. You can expect to attain your immediate goals with thoughtful planning and flexibility. So this coming in the reverse is giving me a feeling when it was saying the Ace of Stones reaches into the morning sky warmed by brushstrokes. I'm getting some of you have, many of you have reached into the depths of your soul during those dark, dark nights, and you're grounded in certain knowledge about yourself. I like it. And the four, possessions. I was about to say, some people think, I mean, we know this, that their possessions are everything, and, you know, yeah, they're great, they're cool, they're awesome, they're fun, they're blessings, they're, you know, possessions. But some people overvalue the material things. The message with this card, an ornately bejeweled chest, I'll put it up right for a moment, with your most prized possessions, blocks the pathway to self-understanding. So for me, this coming in the reverse says that, you know, for the majority of you guys, your shit isn't blocking you. Maybe somebody else's is. This card might be a warning not to overvalue material things, or it could signal that you've become reticent to making needed changes in your life. The Four of Stones is frequently presented as a card fraught with troubles, but as with most things, proper balance is key. Many of you have found this proper balance, or you understand the key to it, to not being fraught with trouble. It says, while the Four of Stones acknowledges your accomplishments to date, now may be an ideal time to slide the chest to one side and consider the higher matters of life. So, with that, I'm also getting some of you are being told that you have held on to yourself, your safety, your security for dear fucking life, and Spirit sees that and is recognizing that as an accomplishment and saying, that's for you, homie. Pat yourselves on the back. All right. Let's grab a chakra card. Balancing the chakras. Activity. Step 1. Sit comfortably in a crossed leg position. Step 2. Light a candle, placing it half a meter away. Step 3. Be still and look at the flame without blinking. Watch with complete attention for a few minutes. Close your eyes and watch the residual image. Do this until you can no longer see the image. Step 5. Slowly bat. I can't remember if I said step 3 and 4, but I did read them. Step 5, last step, slowly bat open your eyelids and either repeat the activity or take a deep breath to finish. I just saw someone, like sometimes if I don't have a candle nearby or, I'm kind of tired and I don't feel like it's a safe idea to go lighting a candle and just zoning out, I'll paint one or, look at a picture of a candle, something like that. Like I personally I can paint the flame and the fire and just enjoy that. But you could like Google pictures of candles and focus on that. That's for some of you. All right. Musical chairs. We'll get you guys some channeled songs. Music for the homies. What do they need tonight? I'm not afraid to need you bad. Be like that. Swally. Swaley. Sometimes it be like that. We both wanna love, we both wanna fight, we both wanna argue, but swear we're both right. Alright. And I'm gonna grab you guys an oracle card for closing guidance. What do the homies need at this time? Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for watching, joining, commenting, liking, subscribing, sharing, checking out my book links, donating to the GoFundMe or the, is it PayPal or Cash App? I can't recall. I can't express what these things mean. They help build the Shanty community. Joy, unique, and manifesting. It's a great day to be alive. Joy, self-confidence, motivation, and inner light radiate from the solar plexus chakra. Surround yourself with the color yellow to connect with your joy. Unique. Stop hiding and reveal yourself to the world. You have many gifts to offer. With that yellow, I'm getting stand in your light and enjoy it. You have many gifts to offer. It's time to shine in the spotlight. Embrace your uniqueness. Because that's exactly the place that you manifest from the best, my dears. Close your eyes and make a wish. What you desire can be yours. Embrace the feeling of already having what it is you wished for. Manifesting really is that simple. See those yellow flowers? I'm also seeing in this unique little thing right here, there's some yellow, it looks like seashells. So it's like growth, protection. Some of you are manifesting growing in your ability to protect yourselves, the people that you love. Ooh, I just got some of you are learning how to protect yourselves from the people that you love. And in that painful journey, there is a lot of growth. I love you guys. I fucking love you guys. Until we speak again, my dears. Thank you so much for being here. Out there and shine in your light.